Hi, folks. It's me, Dr. Guerra, with another Mujeres Monday, my version of Monday Motivation. If you're watching in real time, this episode is November 25th, right before Thanksgiving. So I wanted to focus this episode on surviving the holidays because, people have different families, family dynamics, and the holidays can be very stressful. And so I wanted to provide everyone with a couple tips and tricks to make it through the holidays and to try to make it the best holiday season ever. So I'm going to provide 5 tips for folks. And before I do that, I'm going to shuffle and pull some oracle messages. So this is from my new favorite deck. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Let's see if you can see that. There you go. I've saged the cards, and let's see what our messages are. Can't believe it's already end of November, folks. It's crazy. Okay, let's see. All right. The drum is back. Y'all, the drum is back. That's awesome. This card has come out, I think, twice in a row. And this would be the third time, if I'm not mistaken. That's amazing. Dream and Journey. I love it. Let's see what the next card is. Druid, holding space. I feel like, there we go. I feel like this card also came out recently. I'm going to pull the cards and then I'll read the meaning. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. Oop, there we go. Okay. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. Okay, let me see. Oh, actually, Animal Guardian is what's on the cover of the book, too. All right, let's see. Drum. Okay. Drum, dream and journey. The message. Journey inwards to uncover insights and information that will be important for your path. Then follow the guidance. Cool. So the drum is a sacred instrument. The drum beat can become hypnotic, and this card means that there are opportunities for you to dream or to bring an inner vision into reality. I love that. Okay, let's see. Where is the druid? Okay. Druid, hold the space. The message. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. Cool. So basically, living in the moment, embracing the moment, whatever the moment may be, not trying to rush through things. It's a call to kind of slow down. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let me see. Where is the animal guardian? Give me a second, folks, to find the right page. Okay. Okay, thanks, folks. All right, animal guardian. Trust your instincts. The message is trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. I love it. The animal guardian card depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spirit realm. Absolutely. That's beautiful. So, honoring our connection to spirit, honoring our connection to the earth, that we are all sharing this planet together, humans, animals, plants, we're all in this together. So, the sooner we realize that, the sooner I think we'll be better off, right? Okay. So the holidays, oh my gosh, the holidays are a lot of fun, but they also can bring up a lot of feelings. I know that the holidays can be very nostalgic. Oftentimes during the holidays, at least in my family, we end up kind of thinking about or remembering folks that we've lost, right? Loved ones that we've lost, people that are not at the Thanksgiving table anymore, or that are not there with us during Christmas. And it can be hard. It can be hard to think about that. Also, I just feel like it's the time of year. It's a time of going inward, hibernation, winter season, right? Especially if you're in the northern hemisphere, it's cold, rainy, snow. I live in Los Angeles, so it's not as cold or as rainy as other parts of the world, but in any case, it's an opportunity to go inward, to do some deep reflection in preparation for the new year, right? So typically we celebrate the new year in January 1st. So this is a really good time for self reflection. Now, I wanted to give folks some tips and tricks for the holidays. As I mentioned, I know it can be very stressful for people. I think, especially for women, there's a lot of expectations, responsibility. I mean, every woman that I know, every mom that I know is like already stressed out about cooking, cleaning the house. People are coming over. Oh my gosh, we got to buy this, we got to have this ready. It's a lot. It can be a lot of responsibility. And so, this is an invitation to you to rethink the approach, right? Are there ways to minimize the stress? Are there ways to approach it differently to where it can actually be a harmonious and peaceful experience? Because that's within our power. That's the thing. It is within our power to do that. We don't have to be sucked into the stress or be sucked into the rush if we don't allow, right? Like we're in control of that. Okay. So my darlings, what are my tips? So one of my tips, I'm going to give 5. So the first tip is to plan ahead, right? So of course, if you're cooking, plan ahead, grab the stuff from the grocery store like the weekend before or several days before, not like the day of. Double check your ingredients, like make sure you have everything. I know as much as we can, sometimes like, oh, I forgot lemons, or oh, I forgot to get more flour, or whatever. It happens. It's okay. It's all good. But the reason I'm suggesting plan ahead is to try to minimize stress, minimize the stress. And I know there tends to be a lot of judgment or almost like a shame when people order takeout, right? You order something frozen, you order takeout, you order something pre-prepared from like a restaurant or, you know, a, a, a company or whatever. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, right? Like, it's okay. It's okay to buy a frozen lasagna. It's okay to buy a frozen apple pie. It's gonna be okay. Again, I'm saying this because of the pressure. Women tend to feel so much pressure to like make everything from scratch. Shout out Martha Stewart. I love her, but she's doing the most, right? um, so again, like do what you can. Do what you can. If normally you make like 5 side dishes, a ham, a turkey, and tamales, maybe just make the tamales and not all the other stuff, right? Like these are just suggestions, folks. Take it with a grain of salt. So I would say like planning ahead is a big part of it as far as cooking or even coordinating with other people, like have people help, right? If you're doing a potluck or something, say like, hey, can you bring the vegetables? Hey, can you bring the desserts? Like have people help out so that the burden is not just on you if you're hosting, right? I think a lot of people do that already, but it bears repeating. And then, let's say if you're hosting Thursday night Thanksgiving dinner, give yourself the next day to recoup at least. Give yourself Friday off to just chill, lay low, relax. Things like that, like finding ways to adjust the schedule so that it's not so jam-packed. There's a lot of invitations during the holiday season. Oh, come over here. We're having this, we're having that. Oh, we're doing a brunch. It's lovely. It's fabulous. It's lovely. However, check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. It's like, you know what? I'm drained. If you're feeling drained, if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling burnt out, if you're feeling sick, if you feel like a flu coming on or you're just burnt out, exhausted, it's okay to skip some things. It's okay to say no. And along with that is knowing your boundaries. Like if there's a group of people that are very triggering, you already know they're toxic, you already know they're triggering. try to minimize the interaction. Try to minimize the time you spend with them. Don't spend 5 hours over there, right? Don't do that to yourself. Pop in and pop out. If even that, like, again, it's okay to say no. Know your boundaries. And also, like, talk to your partners. If it's like, I really don't feel like going to your cousin's house because every time we go, blah 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 happens. Or, yeah, do you mind if we skip going to that neighbor's barbecue this weekend because we have so much going on? I'm so exhausted. Like, I really would like to stay home. Things like that. Like, know yourself, know your boundaries, speak up. Speak up for yourself. And then my third tip is prioritize self-care. What does that mean? Don't let your normal routine fall by the wayside. Okay. What does that mean? If you do meditation, journaling, you go for a run in the morning, you go to Zumba class. I go to Zumba class sometimes. Um, Yoga, whatever it is, boxing. Don't ditch those things that are important to you just because it's the holidays. Okay. I've noticed that as a collective, as a society, we'll say in US society, American culture, whatever, there tends to be this bad habit of going ham literally over the holidays, grubbing, 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 eating, 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 feeling bad about it. And then January 1st is all the New Year's resolutions. I've done it. I'm guilty of it. I'm not saying I'm not guilty of it. I've done it before, my friends. I'm with you. So, but I'm gonna do my best, like this year I'm gonna try to be a little bit more aware of that. I know some families are pretty good about, they'll do like a turkey trot, or they'll go do like a 5K or some kind of active activity, play basketball together, something like that before the big feast or the next day after the big feast. And that's really cool. It's a nice way to stay active. That's cute. So, whatever self care looks like to you, be it a bubble bath, be it, exercise, watching a silly movie, anything, whatever it is, do that for yourself. Keep it. Keep that time for yourself. Reserve that time for yourself. Don't get it. Don't don't let it get sucked in, or erased by the hustle bustle of the holidays. You'll thank yourself later. And then, along with this, my fourth tip is do what you love, right? Do the things you love. If you really like going ice skating on the holidays, do that. If you really like decorating cookies, having the cousins come over and the kids decorate the cookies, and that's super cute, cool. If you like driving around and looking at the Christmas lights, the holiday lights with your family, making some hot chocolate, that's very sweet. That's awesome. If you're not into all that, that's okay too. Right? My point being, do the things that you love and then opt out of the things that you don't really care for. It's, in other words, my point in all this is there's really no like requirements. I feel like if we can release ourselves from this stress and try to release ourselves from the burden of expectations and, like, I have to do this, I have to do this, we got to go here, we got to go there. It's like, not if you don't want to. You know, if you don't feel like it, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay to skip it this year. It's okay. If you didn't make it to the pumpkin patch during Halloween this year, it's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. And then finally, and most importantly, practice gratitude. Life is very short. It's true. The days of our lives go by so fast. It's the end of 2024. We're going into 2025. Um, and although this world is pretty wild right now, I'm not going to lie, there's a lot going on. It's so important to find those glimmers of hope. It's so important to find that gratitude. And it can be something as simple as that hot cup of coffee in the morning, a warm bed to sleep in, a good friend texting you, a great song that comes on the radio, you know, um, your your favorite wine's on sale. Hey, anything like that. Finding gratitude, finding ways to be grateful, having an attitude of gratitude is so important, and it goes a long way. It really, really does. It can like open so much possibility in our lives. So those are my tips for you, my darlings. Have a wonderful holiday season, a wonderful, safe, happy holiday season. I look forward to seeing you again soon. I will be back in January. So, the Gold Tips and God podcast, season 3, y'all, season 3. I have to say, I'm very proud of myself that I have done 2 complete seasons already, getting ready for season 3. The new season will be back January 15th. I always post new episodes on Wednesdays. So, January 15th will be the relaunch date. Again, I hope you have a happy holiday. Stay safe. Don't forget that I have the journal, the Gold Hoops and God journal, which is available for you through Gumroad. It's only 11.11. It's a great way to manifest your dreams, to focus on the positivity. It has quotes from famous Latinas as a source of inspiration. You can buy one for a friend. So that could actually make a really good gift. It could be a really fun Christmas gift for yourself, for a friend, for a daughter, cousin, anyone. Yeah. So signing off. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for being part of this journey. Take care of yourselves. Interact with me. Send me a message. Email me. I will still be around, answering messages and things like that over the holidays. But thanks, folks. Have a good one. Bye.